Family's good. My mom was able to come. Mom and sister was able to come to the last game. My uncle came too. He's actually a professor at Fresno State, so that's pretty interesting.
What's he professor in?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Trash talk at all? Or no?
I don't know.
I know we sort of asked you after the game, but how would you assess your performance against Fresno?
I think we went out there and executed, like I said. I don't look into the stats and all that. Most important stat for me is getting the W. And I think we got that Saturday, so I'm fine.
How do you see Tua respond in the meeting room after getting his first game experience?
Tua, he's always willing to learn. Always watching. He asks me questions. Whatever it is, he's always trying to learn and better his game. And I always tell him. I told him before the Florida State game, Mac Jones included. I told him, I said, anything can happen. So just be ready to play. And when your phone rings, if it rings at all, you got to answer.
Could you tell if he was nervous that first series out there, and if he settled down as the game went on?
I think Tua is kind of like me in a way, where he blocks everything out. He's kind of tough, tunnel vision, and he's just ready to go. He's a competitor.
Is that weird for you at all, being such a young player, but also being the old guy in that room, considering how young everybody is?
I wouldn't say. It's just I had to deal with it last year. I was the youngest guy, but I was kind of the guy in the room. They didn't really play, and now it's kind of opposite, but I deal with it.
Much do you like those kind of short, maybe behind the line of scrimmage passes? How much does it maybe open things up for the offense?
I think it allows you to catch a rhythm. Didn't take many shots in the game, but I don't think really had to. Like I said, when we called them, I probably didn't have enough time, but we'll definitely take care of that this week and just try and improve.
Did you take some of the responsibility in terms of trying to help the O-line more, or how does that dynamic work between you and those guys?
I'm just supposed to, for me, I'm supposed to make sure I'm protected, and step up in the pocket and make my progressions and try and make the throw.
Saban said that you guys were maybe like on 7 different plays really close, maybe a block or an execution here or there from making a really big play. Did you see that? And I guess what do you feel about that being so close to several?
Just got to be able to finish. We emphasized it a long time here in the spring, whatever it is. Just got to be able to finish. Last year we didn't finish the season. Last game we didn't finish a few plays. It's the same stuff. We just got to do a better job of finishing.
Nick has talked about your ability to, I guess it's maybe part of the new offense, but make corrections at the line, change pass protections, that kind of stuff. What are you looking for in that situation? How can you kind of break down when you're doing that, what you're actually trying to accomplish?
Get protected so I can throw the ball.
It was another impressive day on the ground for you, running the ball, record-setting day. Despite getting the win, when you still hear some of the criticism that floats out there, rather than be on Twitter, in the media, or on TV, does that faze you at all? Or are you able to block that noise out?
We won. So, we won. I'm happy.
When you hear your coach kind of come to your defense, like you did yesterday, what does that do for you?
He has my back, and I'm happy to see that he's taking that route. And as a leader of the team, I continue to lead. I continue to win. That's what we have to do. We have to win. Go with the mindset of trying to win, be 1-0 every week.
2 games in, how's the in-game communication with Brian Dable?
I think he's coming along. I think he's done a real good job these first 2 weeks. And I think we're kind of finding the groove. He's finding the groove, seeing what people can do, trying to find the role for everybody.
What are some of the new things that you have to do with this offense that you might not have done?
I think kind of all of this, it's all kind of the same. Maybe a few different concepts here and there. But as a quarterback, you really have to, just see what the defense is in, make an adjustment if you have to, and just execute the play.
Do you have a little bit more freedom or responsibility to make those adjustments now?
I say so. I'm a little older now, so I'm given a little more leeway to do certain things.
Running backs seem to have more involvement in the passing game, and can you talk about that and just getting the ball to Bo Scarborough? I think he has 3 catches.
It's just getting the ball in the playmakers' hands and letting them make a play. We got a lot of guys here that can run with the ball and want to do the best job we can to get them the ball.
We talked one more this offseason. They talked about developing you as a quarterback, especially with the play calling and try to allow you to do different things. Do you feel like the offense is allowing you to kind of open things up yet, or is it still kind of protecting you a little bit?
I think the whole thing, throughout the spring, I think it was a very productive spring, very productive camp. I think we've made big strides as an offense. Me and Coach having a connection, and I think we'll only improve.
Okay. Thank you.